Boom, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy Deshaun. I hit the camera a little hard, but as I was saying, it's your boy Deshaun, also known as Superman, but only the Clark Kent stuff. But you guys can also call me Zabu. It's free of charge. You don't have to pay to call me that. Trust me. And in today, we have another podcast. Let me go ahead and apologize right now. Yesterday, I didn't upload a roster suite video like I usually do. That's because my brother graduated, and afterwards we met up with the whole family, had a party at a park. So, excuse me for not wanting to miss that at all. I had a complete blast, like I always do with my family, and I'm super proud of you. My boy, Genesis, my brother, if you're watching this, congratulations again, dude. Super proud of you. This man not only got a diploma, but there were teachers who were giving awards to like special students that they like really stood out to them in their class. He got the only award in the history class. He got the only award in band, and he graduated middle school with the 4.0 GPA. Everybody go ahead and say congrats and good job and stuff like that to Genesis. That's Genesis, like the first book of the Bible. Put that down below and I'll tell him to go look in there. Leave him a special message because he deserves it, man. That kid really just went through middle school during a pandemic with the 4.0 and maintained it. I'm sorry. I got to shout my brother out when he does something amazing because he's amazing. So keep going, boy. I'm proud of you. Love you. Let's go ahead and get into the podcast, you guys. That's what we're here for. I asked Instagram, give me some questions or topics to talk about, and I gave it to you guys on kind of a short notice, but here we are anyway. I got a couple things I want to talk about at the end, so let's go. The boy, Devon, the Don, Coons, Devin, my G, my homie, my rapping partner, what's good with you? By the way, I love you, man. It's always good to see you asking a question because you're hilarious and dope. And this one, he always asks this because, like, I know your stance on this. It's so funny to hear you talk about it. And I'm really glad you asked it. And he says, should guys still be expected to pay the bills for food and stuff nowadays? Let's break down the food part. First and foremost, should it be expected of the man to pay for the food? I think if you are talking to a girl and you say, let me take you out to eat, then yes, you are offering to pay for the food. That's your thing. As a woman, as a woman, I think you should be comfortable ordering what you want, but before you order any extra things like extra appetizers or desserts or something, ask him first, like, is it okay if I get this or whatever, or I'll pay for the appetizers or something, like, maybe just him paying for your drink and your entree, and maybe if you guys split an appetizer or whatnot. I don't think it should be used as a way to flex, like, oh, I have money, I could take you anywhere you want. Like, it should be more of a, I just want to take you out and you don't have to worry about, like, paying for this because I just want to, like, meet you and enjoy, like, your company and stuff like that. But should it be expected? Depending on the conversation, like I said, if you offer, then you are literally offering to pay for it. But if you say, do you want to meet somewhere and grab some food, that's a little different. I think if you're going on a date, regardless of who you are or what your gender is or whatever, always bring money to be able to pay for your meal, just in case something may happen. And honestly, you really don't know what someone could be going through. They could be thinking they got the money for that, and then all of a sudden some direct deposit stuff hits, like somebody takes some money out the account, and then all of a sudden he's down bad. You feel me? So, excuse me. I don't think you should judge a man's ability to pay for your dinner off just like the first day. Maybe he couldn't pay for it, but at the same time, if you're a woman and that's what you're looking for, I don't know what happened to my camera. It is completely frozen on a very attractive face of me. Oh, I have no idea what that was. You can go back and look at it. That's the thumbnail. But if that's your thing, if you're a woman, you're like, the guy has to pay for my meals and all that. That's your preference. That's totally okay for you to have. But you cannot get upset and mad when a guy doesn't want to, like, if he's not into that, and you can't get mad at him for not wanting to be around you and whatnot. It's really about what you want, and if you're a guy who doesn't want a girl who doesn't do that, then she won't do that anyway, like, you can't convince somebody who's looking for that to then change their mind, because that's not really who they are. So, I don't know. I think if the guy pays for the first one, I think it'd be cool for the girl to be like, okay, and I got you on the second. Like, that's kind of like a 50-50 thing. Like, me and my girl, at least, we've always been like, anytime we go out to eat, it'll just be like, yeah, I got you, or it'll be like, okay, I'll pay for this one, or we'll both pay for our own things. But it's usually like we do it 50-50 back and forth, and it's like that with everything. Like, when you get into a really serious relationship, I'm not saying your money becomes like each other's money, but like, it's not a competition, and it's not like, I don't agree with how people like the game are like, oh, as a man, I'll never let a woman pay for my things because as the man, I'm supposed to be providing and all that. And I even saw a comic I actually really like named Doughboy. You've probably seen him on Wild Now and stuff like that. He was saying that all of his relationships have to be 51-49, and because he has to have the 1%, like he basically has to be like the man of the house kind of thing, and like kind of the one making the decisions. Obviously he's going to listen to like what his partner has to say and like all that, but he like that's his job, is to be the protector and the provider. And I'm more on the fence of it being 50-50. It's a team thing, so to each their own. But should it be expected? Like I said, depends on how you ask. And if that's what she's into, that's what she's into. That's okay, cool. After this date, I'm good. But I also feel like if you are a female and you're literally just like, first of all, stop only going on dates with guys to get free food. That's super childish and stupid. But if you didn't like the date, then I mean, just pay for the food. Just pay for the food. If you're like, nah, I didn't really have a great time, like, no, it's okay, I'll take my side. And then that way you could be like, you know what? I went there, I tried it, paid for my food. There's nothing he can say against me or nothing he can hold or whatever. But to each their own. You live your best life. Then the boy, Banana Brandon, go ahead and hit me with an underrated and an overrated music artist. I feel like I've done this before, but I'll give you more of them again. I believe last time I said an underrated artist was Mr. Hashimoto, but now I'm going to give you guys someone who is underrated. No, not underrated. I think probably underappreciated by our generation. The old heads know him or know them, and most people my age know like a couple, maybe one or two songs from them. But the Isley Brothers are ridiculously lit. They are ridiculously lit. The Isley Brothers, Isley, are crazy good. So I recommend, if you're listening to this, go find like a greatest hits from them or something. I super duper like Contagious, Footsteps in the Dark. I think it's called For the Love of You. Freaking At Your Best, You Are Love, and yeah, they have a lot. They have a lot of good music. It's kind of weird because they're on like two spectrums. There's like Jackson 5 type of music that they made, and then there's like adult R&B, like soul, good music. So Isley Brothers are dope. You definitely gotta listen to them. Footsteps in the Dark. The beat on that song is what they sampled for Today Was a Good Day by Ice Cube. So telling you guys, there's a lot of history in what they do. So check them out. And then an overrated music artist. I don't know who an overrated music artist. I don't know. I think Lil Wayne's a little overrated, just a tad. I mean, I can see why people like him. I can see why he's up there for a lot of people, but calling him like one of the greatest rappers of all time or something, I just can't really get behind that. But I respect his music and his art and his craft and everything he's done for rap in general. So, I think he's just a little over it. Just a little bit. I don't think he's a GOAT, but I think he's a legend in his own right. And, I just recently listened to the Carter 2 and the Carter 3, and I really like those albums. And there are a couple songs in there I was like, oh, these are really creative and good. Like, I didn't even know he made stuff like this. So, Lil Wayne, but whatever. Check out the Isley Brothers, like I said. Moving on, we got the boy X Coops, X for Soul. He says, what is my favorite Pokemon game? Now, that is interesting because I think what is going to be my favorite game, I haven't even played yet. But, so my favorite Pokemon game is not, like, it's super obvious. I love Pokemon Fire Red. Like, Charmander and Charizard, Charmeleon not as much, are, like, my two favorite. Like, those are my boys, right? Like, those are my forever boys. I don't know where I put it, but I used to have a phone case of Charmander. And so obviously those are my favorite. And now I want to play Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, because I heard that they're basically like Fire Red and whatnot, but without a lot of the annoyances. Like, it's just basically all trainer battles and like walking around. So I don't know. I might like that a lot since it's not as much like finding random Pokemon wild in the grass, like you actually see them and whatnot. So maybe I'll like that more, but I'd have to say Fire Red. And then also, I don't know about the Pokemon game names that well, but whoever had Chimchar, Fire, pun intended, but like Chimchar's lit, Torchic going up until Blaziken is lit. Oh my god, Scorbunny is so dope. So Yeah, I mean, I all those games that I just listed with those as your starters, I love all of them. But Pokemon Fire Red is, of course, the special place in your hearts where it started for me. Pokemon Fire Red, not Red, but Fire Red, like the colors and all that. So that's mine. And then he also said, "I love you, man. Keep up the great work on the videos. Proud of you, bro, man." Thank you. That's not even a question, but I really appreciate the kind words, X. That's very sweet and nice of you. Wow, what a guy. I'm proud of you too. Way to keep working, man. That's freaking dope. If you guys don't know, I'll put X's Instagram down below and his Twitch. The links to those will be down in the description. So go ahead and, I don't know, give him some love, follow, and even if you don't want to follow or go through all that, just go to his Instagram, just DM him like, "Hey, dude, you're amazing," or something. I don't know. Like, Zabu sent me. Think you're dope. I don't know. Might as well. And then my boy, oh my gosh, and Antonio, right? I'm pretty sure your name's Antonio. I don't know if you go by that still. I think your Instagram username is your last name, but regardless, he said, what's your thoughts and opinions on frogs?" Which is by far the most random question I've had in a podcast. My thoughts and opinions on frogs, I think they're really cool, like creatures in general, like very unique. I think they look pretty fascinating. Some of them can be kind of cute when they're little. I don't like them jumping on me and like being in my hand or any of that. I'm not a big fan of that because they're like slimy and gross, and I don't know. They're cool from a distance, you know, kind of that thing. Um, I saw a meme the other day where it was like, could you imagine if frogs didn't hop, but they would just like run like regular humans, like, you know, arms swinging on two legs and stuff like that? That would be terrifying. Like, imagine you're like at a lake and then a frog sees you and then he just starts sprinting at you. Like, oh my god, dude. Like, that'd be so scary. But I mean, I think frogs are cool. You know, it's kind of whatever. That's just kind of my opinion on frogs. And now, what I really wanted to get into, because recently I just went to GameStop and I got myself a Nintendo Switch. And if you've been following me on my Instagram and looked at my stories for the past couple of days, you'll see that I am addicted to it. I freaking love the Switch. Just as a console, I had a Switch Lite, and that didn't know justice because I was like, man, I don't know if I really would want a regular Switch. And after I got one, it's amazing. I don't think it competes with the PS5 or even a PS4. No, I think it beats the PS4 just a little, but I don't think it competes with like next gen. But obviously, these things are built to be like mini PCs. Like, what the heck? But it is really, really cool to be able to watch Naruto on my TV, and then when I have to go to the bathroom, just pick it up and keep watching it, or, you know, be playing Mario Kart wherever. And I've been playing so much Mario Kart. Oh my god. So the Nintendo Switch is amazing. I'm so glad I'm getting to go back and play some of those games. Go ahead down below and drop what your favorite game on the Switch has been so far. Because I'm playing through a bunch of Mario games I haven't gotten to play. Like, I got Mario 3D All-Stars, which I played a little bit of 64, but I don't know, man. I'm just kind of not really wanting to go back. Like, maybe if they gave it like a HD remake, I would consider it. But I don't know, like looking at graphics and controls, that kind of clunky. It's just, I don't know. I'm not much of a retro go back to like the 90s and play those games kind of guy. I started Mario Sunshine, which has been a lot of fun so far, and I've barely even played it, so excited about that. And I'm pretty excited about Mario Galaxy. I'm sure it's going to be pretty fire, so enjoying that a lot. Mario Kart 8 is ridiculous. It's a lot of fun. I'm still undecided on if I like Mario Kart 8 more than Crash Team Racing, which, by the way, if you haven't played Crash Team Racing, even if you're not into Crash, because I wasn't into Crash till I got that game. Then I got that game, played the kart racing, and then it made me want to play regular Crash, and I got like super into Crash because of it. So check out Crash Team Racing. It's only $40 and usually goes on sale for $20. So I would say wait till it goes on sale for $20 because it's a really solid kart racer, but it's like more difficult than freaking what the heck is it? Mario Kart. It's way more difficult. And now the screen is frozen on my face again. Hi. Um, so I would try it if you're looking for something new, some new kart racer. It's dope. I'm trying Mario 3D World, which I'm really liking that, actually. I just completed the first world today. I got all the little green stars and all the little stamps or stickers, whatever the heck they're called. And I'm liking that game a lot. Like, that's a really fun game so far. And it's weird because I never thought I'd like a 3D Mario game. But I'm actually really enjoying it. So, yeah, trying out those. I've played a little bit of Zelda, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And It's been really cool so far, but I've barely even touched it, and I already like it. So I don't know. More of those games to come. Obviously, I really want to try New Super Mario Brothers U. Yeah, it's not Wii U because it's just on the Switch, but it used to be on the Wii U, so I want to try that a lot and whatnot. So all in good time, all in good time. I'm not a Smash person, so maybe I'll get Smash and try it, but I'm really just not that into Smash. But I don't know, maybe I'll get a love for it. And then, finally, the last thing I want to talk about. Sorry, oh my god, my freaking eye. Wow, there we go. Well, see, okay, real quick, this freaking curl, it literally like doesn't stop being a pain in my butt. Like all the rest of my hair all blends in, and this one curl just wants to be annoying. So, what I also wanted to talk about real quick is today, the day of this recording, I finished Naruto. Well, no, yesterday. It was today. Today I finished Naruto, just the regular Naruto. Now I can start Shippuden, and I kind of wanted to give you guys my thoughts on Naruto in general. No, I'm not gonna spoil anything or whatever, or maybe I will, but no, I'm not gonna talk about no spoilers. Naruto as a whole is an amazing freaking anime. However, I really wish I would have known how much filler was towards the end, because there's a lot of filler, like a lot of episodes where it's just like these little side stories with like none of these characters got any stronger in them or whatever, and it was just kind of like, oh, I'm glad I watched 3 episodes of that. Like, what? So I wish I would have known how much filler was towards the end, but it was an amazing show. I love all the freaking characters. I mean, freaking Rock Lee's my favorite. I love the ninjas hidden in the sand. Like, oh my god. Gara, and I don't know the other 2 names. Tamari, I think, is the girl with the fan, and I don't know the puppet guys, but I love them. They're so freaking cool. Like, I watched the last episode, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And that is lit. So, I love them. I love Sasuke. I was a little disappointed that Naruto didn't, like, use as much of the red tail fox towards the end, which, I guess that could be a spoiler, but I mean, it's, you know that's inside of him from the first episode, so all you have to do is watch an episode of Naruto, and there you go. I wish you kind of would have used it more, but, you know, it's still pretty cool. Kakashi, all the characters are dope. I liked pretty much all the villains, although if I compare Naruto Season 1 to Demon Slayer Season 1, I gotta give it to Demon Slayer, personally, but I heard Demon Slayer Season 2 is coming out in October, so I'm super excited for that, so I guess we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, super duper love Naruto, excited to start Shippuden, so hopefully it's fire. I heard it was better than Naruto, and there is still some filler, and I heard Boruto isn't even good, so I guess we'll see how that goes. But nonetheless, you guys, that does it for the shortest podcast we've had so far. Usually it's like 30 minutes or something, but today it's a little short, some sweet, nice little 20-minute podcast. I want to thank you guys so much for being patient and watching, and I had a recent little burst of new subscribers and stuff like that, so if you're new and you're watching this, I super duper appreciate you doing so. To all those people who, after I uploaded my first podcast and when I was thinking about doing it, I really, really, really appreciate all you guys. You guys are amazing, and I love you guys so much for giving me the confidence and the courage to be able to keep doing this. And to anybody who's shouted me out and given me love or whatever since I started my YouTube thing, I really appreciate you guys, because honestly, like, having this YouTube thing has been such a relief and such a nice thing for me, because I finally am doing what the heck I've been wanting to do, and all my friends are supporting me and whatnot, so I really appreciate you guys for everything there. Yeah, this weekend, you already know. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh, Saturday and Sunday are going to be 2 random videos. They might be on the Switch. I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm going to be having some random videos in the weekend. So yeah, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram to keep up to date with whatever the freaking heck I'm doing. I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Indeed, I will see you tomorrow. Yes. It's been your boy. Catch you later. Blah.